And what a Wild King night was when him and a guest or guest would go to a hotel room or be at his home, his bedroom, and they would have intimate gatherings. I would have to go and prep that hotel room, which consisted of baby oil, Astroglide, candles, incense, liquor, lights, tons of toiletries.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all the incense.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
Oh hell no, not Diddy's doctor getting fired after leaking his medical reports all over the internet. It turns out Diddy is currently battling multiple STDs, which explains why he's been aging so badly since being locked up. People had already been speculating about him having some kind of illness because, let's be real, this man was hosting freak-offs for more than 72 hours with multiple partners without any protection. Apparently, not only is he popping endless pills just to keep going, but word on the street is that his manhood stopped working a while ago due to all the substances he consumes and repeated STD infections. These rumors started when his trial began and people noticed he had lost a lot of weight. Some bloggers who made it into the courtroom said Diddy looked sick and weak, almost like he was secretly battling an illness we didn't know about. At first, people assumed it was just stress, or maybe even the prison food.
Diddy been going through it in there. This man done aged more in 6 months than he done aged every year he's been outside. I get it, jail is stressful, but damn.
But baby, it didn't take long for the real tea to spill. It turns out the reason he was looking a hot mess is because he's allegedly battling several STDs that he picked up during his freak-offs. The allegations escalated when Jaguar Wright also spoke out and accused Diddy of having a serious STD. She went off on him for using his billions to throw wild parties and terrorize people instead of helping the black community.
I'm just curious, what he done?
Damn.
Shout out to Magic Johnson, a real black billionaire who wasn't all freaked off, who actually made business, bank exchange, created dollars in real black neighborhoods so real black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
But baby, it didn't take long for the real tea to spill. It turns out the reason he was looking a hot mess is because he's allegedly battling several STDs that he picked up during his freak-offs. The allegations escalated when Jaguar Wright also spoke out and accused Diddy of having a serious STD. She went off on him for using his billions to throw wild parties and terrorize people instead of helping the black community.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all the incense.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
An advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
But Jaguar wasn't done yet. She said that aside from Diddy, there were about 20 other people in the industry who allegedly have the disease. And she could name them without fear of being sued because their medical records would prove it.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Wait, please name them because we need to know.
I'm not doing
Wait a minute.
Those are things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright show from here on out.
Here's the thing, though people didn't even need her to name anyone because they already had a few people in mind. The first person on that list was Usher. For years, there have been allegations that Usher has an STD that he allegedly got from Diddy. When Usher was 14, he lived with Diddy and, most of you know, nothing good happened in that house. Usher admitted to seeing and engaging in adult activities. Diddy was also caught slipping on camera when he seemingly admitted to sharing the same bed with 14-year-old Usher every night. And with Diddy's track record with SA allegations, I don't need to explain why that's a massive red flag.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
As for him allegedly infecting Usher, Those rumors began when an email leaked from one of Kim Porter's book publishers. In the email, it was claimed that Kim revealed Diddy allegedly forced Usher into intimate encounters and ended up giving him an STD. The email read, "Some of the things in the book covered Diddy's gay relationships. Footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, STDs Diddy, giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom." To make matters worse, back in 2017, Usher was sued by a woman who claimed he exposed her to herpes without telling her he had been diagnosed in 2009. She said she tested positive after experiencing symptoms and reading reports of Usher's alleged diagnosis online. Of course, many people believe Diddy probably gave Usher herpes when he was a teenager. And remember how I said earlier that Diddy's manhood reportedly doesn't work anymore because of substances and repeated infections? Well, it's also being alleged that this is why he became so dependent on the pink, since it's the only thing that gets him going. Apparently, this is also why he had other men sleep with Cassie while he sat in the dark, recording and touching himself. In fact, on the day Diddy was arrested, he was allegedly preparing for another freak-off, and the infamous pink was found in his hotel room, along with bottles of baby oil and a Stroglod. According to Jaguar, pink, also known as Tussie, is a mixture of different strong substances, including a horse tranquilizer that helps you relax, and another drug that keeps you awake all night. The problem is that while it keeps you awake, it makes it difficult to get aroused. That's where Viagra comes in. It helps whoever takes it to get hard even when they're not in the mood. So instead of people at Diddy's parties taking all of these separately, they now combine it all into one drug called the pink. Without the pink, the party can't even happen. All this was later confirmed by Diddy's former senior personal assistant, Phil, who said Diddy always demanded that pink and tranquilizers be available because the freak-offs were spontaneous. Phil said he was sometimes scared for his life, because he had to go out and get the substances for Diddy, and if he failed, Diddy would turn violent.
A laundry list of items that needed to be with us at all times. You know, we'd have the joints on us, we would have the mushrooms on us. We had a kind of a Diddy pack is what they would call it, and we would keep a satchel on us, and that's what we would have in that satchel. They were referred to me as Wild King Nights. And what a Wild King Night was when him and a guest would go to a hotel room or be at his home, his bedroom, and they would have intimate gatherings. I would have to go and prep that hotel room, which consisted of baby oil, Astroglide, candles, incense, liquor, lights, tons of toiletries. Businessman who rise to the top because he was such a powerful and smart, educated man. I had no idea that he had this other side to him. And when I started to get exposed to his lifestyle, I started to really realize, like, this guy has an addiction. It's not just, once every few weeks, it's every day, every hour.
Hey, yo, Phil, can y'all come straighten it up over here? Not looking luxurious.
Initially, when you walk in, you have to start to clean up the mess and the records that's left from the room. And that's the alcohol that's halfway open. Some bottles are cracked, glasses are cracked. There's baby oil everywhere on the floors in the bathroom. There's lube everywhere, half open, some of it oozing off the sides. And you have to get all that stuff, clean it up. Luckily, I would wear even a mask and I would wear gloves because it was disgusting.
And let's not forget, Cassie revealed in court that she caught so many infections from the freak-offs that eventually her medication stopped working. If Cassie was catching infections, then it's no surprise that Diddy did too as Cecily, since he kept having freak-offs even after Cassie left him. This whole situation is disgusting, but if any of it is true, Diddy has no one to blame but himself. He knew better than to sleep with all those people without protection. As usual, people had their own opinions. One person said, "You guys don't have anything to post on YouTube. You just come up with all kinds of garbage. It's sickening and sad. Go get a real job." Another person said Kim Porter might have died from AIDS, since she passed from pneumonia, which can be a symptom in AIDS patients. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Diddy allegedly having STDs, and do you really believe his manhood doesn't work because of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch another messy video.